Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Shalom Macon. Nice to have you with us today. Nice to be back with you after some travel. Lance has officially started his law enforcement career, thus you'll be getting the solo show today. Show, that's not the best word, but you know what I mean. Ashira, Ashira, Ladonai, Kigaoga. Ashira, Ashira, Ladonai, Kigaoga. Ziv, Zivradia, Ziv, Zivradia, Vayhi, Yeshua. Ashira, Ashira, Ladonai, Kigaoga. Ashira, Ashira, Ladonai, Kigaoga. Ziv, Zivradia, Ziv, Zivradia, Vayhi, Yeshua. I sing to the Lord, for He has done mightily. I sing to the Lord, for He has done mightily. The Lord is my strength and my song, and He's become my salvation. Who is like you, my God? Who among all the mighty? Who is like you, my God? There is no one like you. Ashira, Ashira, Ladonai, Kigaoga. Ashira, Ashira, Ladonai, Kigaoga. The Lord is my strength and my song. He's become my salvation. Said He's become my salvation. I want to play one you've heard it once. It's from one of my favorite Psalms, Psalm 91. Let me do one quick thing here. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. Do you have the best week of your life? It's the first week of 2026, right? Certainly it was the best week of your life because it's full of new opportunities. That's a resounding applause. Well, no, you can only applaud if it was the best week of your life. It's the best week of the year. Who had the best week of the year? There we go. That's better. 1 second. This is just an irritating thing that happens in the world when things go out of hand. Usually when you have a band, the band plays some cool music while you do this. But they didn't come to work today, so. Woo! song goes like this, and maybe you can at least sing the chorus with me. One of those songs about, you know, the fact that life is sometimes unpredictable. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I find my peace. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I want to be. The wrong words in front of me, so that's going to make it really hard. Let's do this. Ready? Let's see if these are the right words. Go on. Go on. Go on. That'll work. Let's try that. You ready? Again. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I want to be. It's hard to know the truth. Well, that's not going to help me, though. Oh, let's skip the song. Where's Ross? He can print me out the real song, or the real song. We'll try it again later. Let's do this. It was going to be a really good song. Next time I start with I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, then you'll know there's a good song coming, but this is just the teaser of it. That was the teaser to get you ready on that. Show me your ways, oh Lord. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me. Show me your ways, oh Lord. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me. You are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long. Show me your ways, oh Lord. Teach me your path. Guide me in your truth and teach me. Show me your ways, oh Lord. Teach me your path. Guide me in your truth and teach me. You are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long. You are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long. Won't you show me your ways, oh Lord. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me. You are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long. I'm your servant. You are the King of kings. You reign forever, and unto your name we sing. A little more guitar. I'm your servant. You are the King of kings. You reign forever, and unto your name we sing. For you are the Lord, and you reign on high. I will sing and give thanks unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing and give praise unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing. We are your people. We bow before your throne. We lay our crowns down. We worship you alone. For you are the Lord. You reign on high. I will sing and give thanks unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing and give praise unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing. Your love and your grace, you reach down to hold me. Kindness has granted new birth. Exalted, O God, above all the heavens, let your glory be over the earth. I will sing and give thanks unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing and give praise unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing and give thanks unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing and give praise unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. Unto you, O Lord, over all the earth. I will sing. I am your servant. You are the King of kings. You reign forever. And unto your name we sing. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I find my peace. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I want to be. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I find my peace. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I want to be. Sometimes I get it wrong, more times than I can say. It's hard to know the answers, but your spirit's gonna light my way. With you I find a brighter day. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, it's where I find my peace. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, it's where I want to be. Shadows start to fall, that old fear is creeping in. I trust you be my refuge, my fear into my faith again. Take me higher than I've ever been. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I find my peace. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, it's where I want to be. Thousand fall around me, I won't be afraid. Truth is a shield, under your wings I'll stay. Thousand fall around me, I won't be afraid. The truth is a shield, under your wings I'll stay. A thousand fall around me, I won't be afraid. The truth is a shield, under your wings I'll stay. Truth is a shield, under your wings I'll stay. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I find my peace. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I want to be. The shelter of the Most High, where we want to be. I will dwell in the shelter of the Most High, where I find my peace. Let's stand together. La la la, la la la, ya 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 la la, Baruch hu et Adonai, HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam, 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 Le'olam va'ed, Yalalai, Yalalai. You may be seated. We declare together the watchword of Israel in its own little snazzy tune. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Blessed is the name of his glorious King. Blessed is his name for all eternity. Blessed is the name of his glorious King. All eternity. For all eternity. Yeshua, he is my Messiah. He is Lord of all. Yeshua, he is my Messiah. He is Lord of all. He is Lord of all. He is Lord of all. Let's stand together, my friends. Sometimes in our lives we all think we all have us. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call me. Call me. If you need a friend. Call me. I'm very convinced that God loves that song. It's such a beautiful message. How could he not be, right? Love your neighbor as yourself. But
now I forgot how the actual song goes, and it just starts with the 3 notes. God who is faithful through all the generations. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Chanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avod, u'Mevi Goel Livnei v'Neihem Leman Shemo, Be'achava, Melech Hazer Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham. To the God who is faithful to resurrect the dead. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei metim atah v'rav lechoshia, Mashiv haruach u'marid hagashem, Mechakel chaim v'chesed, Mechayei metim v'rachamim rabim, Somek novim v'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim, U'me'ed emanato l'shenei afar, Michamocha ba'kebulot, U'midom elav, Melech memit u'mechayei, U'matzmiach Yeshua, V'nei manatah l'chachayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hametim. To the Holy One of Israel, seated above the highest heavens. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Min kol malkeinu, Sophia, Tzilochareinu, Ki me'takim anachnu the God who gives us this day of rest and refreshing. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh haShabbat. To the God restoring his presence to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai hamachazir shechinato leTzion. To the God whose name is good and who is worthy of all thanksgiving. To the God who grants us peace. Sim shalom tova uvracha chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ya la 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 amecha barchenu avinu kulanu ke'echad ya la 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 ya la 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 or panecha kivor panecha natata lanu ya la 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 ya la la Adonai Torah Chaim Echavat Chesed Ustaka Uvracha Verachamim V'Chaim Ya la 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 V'Shalom V'Tov Yeh V'Necha Levachenu Uvarech Et Kol Amcha Yisrael V'Chol Et Uvchol Sha'a Ya la 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 Ya la 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 Bishlomecha Baruch atah Adonai havarech et amo Yisrael Shalom. Avinu Shabashamayim Yitkadesh Shmecha Tavo Malchutecha Yeaseh Ritzonecha Kasher Bashamayim Gam Ba'aretz Et Lamenu Lamachar Telanu Hayom Umechor Lanu Al-Komotim Kashem Lechakim Kamalanu Lechayameinu Im Tatzilenu Min Hara Ki Lecha Mamlecha For the sake of our Master Yeshua, and his merit and his virtue, the sayings of my mouth, and the meditations of my heart be favorable, be favorable. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, the King of the universe, who has given us the way of salvation in Messiah, Yeshua. Amen. You may be seated. If you are a supporter, a builder, not a bystander, that is a great way to do that with that link right there for our giving that supports the work of Shalom Macon. To all who gave generously in December, we don't really know the numbers just quite yet, but it was a generous December, which is putting us headlong and far down the road on getting our projects started as soon as we figure out the government and their, permits and things like that can make the life of those just seeking to do good, they make it difficult. We're on track. Thank you for your support. It helps us to do what we do here for the glory of God and the support of the disciples of Yeshua. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Abinu Chai, Od Abinu Chai. Od Abinu, Od Abinu, Od Abinu Chai. Od Abinu Chai, Od Abinu Chai. Od Abinu, Od Abinu, Od Abinu Chai. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
I'm glad we could abuse you all day today. Oh, there is one thing that I love, and it is this community. We are so blessed to have our community here and online. We have such a mix of folks, young, younger, old, older. It's just fantastic. And speaking of our online community, we'd like to welcome Nancy Barnes from Iowa, the Lannon family. I hope I said that right, Rit, listen at me. From Midland, Texas, the Carl family from Florida, and the Wagners and half of the Patterson crew joining us today from Germany. So thank y'all so much. We have participants from Ghana, India, Japan, Kenya, England, Germany, and Singapore with us today, and at least 27 states have recognized us. So online today. So thank y'all so much. We will have Torah Club at 1:30 today. So please come in preparation for that. Be ready. And kiddos, we'll have Kids Hebrew at 1:30 as well. Y'all need to learn how to speak Hebrew better than I do English, which won't be too hard. January 17th at 10:30. Mark that in your calendars. We will have a 10:30 start time instead of 11 for Sarah Turner's Bri Ha-Amim. Yeehaw. Sarah, are you ready? Where are you hiding, Sarah? Oh, there she is. Don't shrink down. So, on the 24th, Torah on Tap here at 7 p.m. We'll be in chapter 8. I was about to ask, and then I saw it up there. So I ought to know what chapter we're in. I'm in the study. So. Ladies Book Club will be January 25th. Please get with Rachel Briones to get the information for that. And if you are going to be en route, this is our online community, to Mahout, please stop by here and join us on the 30th for our Ev Shabbat meal for Tu B'Shat, but somebody say it real loud so they can hear it online. Tu B'Shat on January 30th at 5:30. There is still place to reserve, still space available. We have about 70 slots left. So please, go ahead and register so we can make sure that we have something for you to eat. It's going to be a delicious meal. And that will be a great way to start the Malhut weekend. So anyway, Shabbat Shalom. Have a blessed day.
Shabbat Shalom. No, wait. Kiddos, come on up here. Let's go to Shabbat school. I was already moving to the end. Yisimcha Elohim ke Ephraim v'hi Menashe. May the Lord make you like Ephraim and Menashe. Yisamech Elohim ke Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Valeah. May the Lord make you like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Father, thank you for our children, for this opportunity weekly to bless them, to ask for your protection over them, your guidance for their parents. And Father, help them to see and to walk out a very realized plan of the souls that you made them to be, the beautiful creations on earth that you've blessed us for a short time to guide. May we do our part to raise them up in the way in which they should go. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yihuneka, Yis Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Okay, you can go walk to where you're going. You know where it is. I just realized in looking at the date that this isn't actually the first week of January. That shows you how out of touch I am with the actual calendar. But nevertheless, it's still the first half of January, which means that we get to talk about your amazingly big plans for the year. That's what I was alluding to. Anyone have any? Did you have? I know we have Rosh Hashanah. Don't do that. Don't say, no, I made them all in September. There's still a thing where when you come to this turn of the year, although I'm going to talk about that in a couple of weeks, there's still a thing where we have this sort of sense of renewal. So did anyone make any New Year's acknowledgments, any resolutions? Good. I see at least a couple. And I know at least one person has, because I had a conversation with that person this week, and it actually reminded me in many ways of why I do what I do. Someone came to me and they said, Rabbi, I'm making changes this year, real changes. I'm committing this particular aspect of my physical health to God, and I'm committed to this. That always resonates with me, because when I made that decision about 13 years ago to take my physical health more seriously, it was really one of the most important decisions that I ever made, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, discipline, so many other aspects of my life changed. So when someone tells me that they're considering this, I get it, I honor it, and I want to see them succeed. Excuse me. Here's what I also know, is that the vast majority of people, no matter what it is, physical or not, the vast majority of people who commit to something fail. They make resolutions, and they fail not because they're weak or not because they lack the desire, that certainly, not because they don't understand the process they're about to enter. No, that is the problem, actually. It is the problem. You're not weak, you're not a failure, you're not doomed for destruction, but you don't understand the process that you're about to enter. You don't understand what's coming. And when it arrives, many people bail. They think that something is wrong with them instead of recognizing that it's just really a part, not just of New Year's resolutions. That was just the introduction. This is a part of life. So I want to show you something today that's going to help you understand what you're up against in life, doing great things in life, whether it is your physical health, your spiritual growth, building a business, becoming a better parent, or walking as a disciple of Yeshua, because this all matters. The hard things make us who we want to be. This is just the way it is. Now, there's a model I came across. I have a coach that helps me in so many ways to move my progress needle and manage all of the different things that I do in my schedule and tasks and all kinds of things. But he's a part of a program that's called Commit Action, which I love the name. But in that process, I was introduced to a curve, which I want to share with you today. And I hope you guys have that curve from email, because it's like the key to the entire message. No. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't mention it. It should be in the Shalom Macon Gmail. Perfect. This is actually a curve that's based on research that was done in the 70s by some psychologists trying to understand how people respond emotionally to change. It was originally for business and organizational development, but when I saw it, I realized that in so many ways this is the human experience. This is what happens when we try to do hard things. If there's any way you guys can enlarge that at all, that would be awesome, but it's okay. If not, I'll go through them. This is what happens when we try to do hard things. And in many ways, it is also the disciples' journey. So I want to walk you through this real quick. Number one, the great, incredible beginning of the year, phase one, is called uninformed optimism. Uninformed optimism. This is where we all start. We've got the idea, the plan, the vision. Oh man, it's going to be incredible. This is it. This is the year. This is a decision that changes everything. You can see it. You can feel it, man. The future version of yourself is right there. It's so clear. You're already living it emotionally. It's the new gym membership, the new business launch, the new commitment to daily prayer, the new romanticizing your wife on a regular basis plan. All these things, whatever it is, you're on fire with possibility. Here's what you have none of in this phase. Information. You don't know about the 5:30 alarm when your body is screaming to stay in bed. You don't know about awkward conversations that you're going to have to repair relationships. You don't know about the moments when you're going to feel completely incompetent at doing something that you thought would be so easy and so natural. Uninformed optimism. It's a beautiful place. Enjoy it. But do not build your house there. You're moving. The next phase, informed pessimism. Now you're in it. And something's happening. You're getting information. You're gathering real information, and that information is telling you this. Wow, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. This is taking longer than I expected. This does not come as naturally as I wanted it to. Informed pessimism, that's when reality shows up to the party. The work is real. There's resistance both internally and externally. That also is real. And the gap between where you are and where you said you wanted to be is ever growing. Many people, when they hit this phase, start looking for the exits. Phase 2, they start looking for the exits. They start creating the narrative that says, oh, well, maybe this might not be the right time. I'm just not built for this. And sometimes that's true. There are things that we set out to do that we realize we need to pivot away from those things. It's not going to be right. But far more often, what's actually happening is that you're learning that significant change requires significant effort. And that's not a flaw in the plan. That is how growth works. But here's where it gets really interesting, because if you keep going, if you push through informed pessimism, you're about to enter the most important and valuable place. The title of the message to uplift you for the first of my messages in 2026, you enter the valley of despair. Because this is where everything you need to understand lives. This is the place where the work is very, very, very hard, and your motivation has completely collapsed. Where the voice in your head is relentless. And here's what you need to understand about the voice for you super spiritual types. It's not a demon. It's not the devil. It's not some outside force malevolently trying to stop you from progress. 9 times out of 10, it is your voice, your own fear, your own limitation, your self-protection mechanism that's saying, everyone else can do this. Why can't I? I thought I was better than this. That worked for them, but why not for me? Maybe I'm just not built this way. And you know what the voice is doing? The voice is giving you an exit ramp that feels so justified. It's a well-trained voice in the human frame. It's not that you're quitting. Oh, no. It's what I was sensing in informed pessimism. I made the wrong choice. I picked the wrong plan. I need a different approach. And here's what most people do in the valley of despair. They leave. They definitely exit. They take the exit ramp. They don't admit defeat. That would be, no, I'm not a quitter. They come up with a new plan. There's a better way. They make a new commitment, a new approach, because that gives them, what are they getting? They're getting a new hit of uninformed optimism, smoking the pipe of uninformed optimism, and it's just as bad as a dope hit. It's a lie. The kids tell me you're not supposed to use the word dope today, that's not what it's called. But I hope you know what that means. This is a cycle. This is a cycle that keeps people stuck from where they're trying to leave for decades. Over and over. And I'll tell you what the valley feels like, because when you're in it, you need to recognize it. It is the Sunday night dread before another week of trying. It's the shame when you skip a day or you fall down and the voice says, see, you're not serious about this. I knew you couldn't do it. I knew you'd fail. It's the exhaustion that sometimes is physical, but sometimes feels emotional. It's laying in bed thinking about the ways I'm failing while everyone else seems to have figured this out. And I'm not just talking about the person who talked to me about their physical condition for this year. That's not really just for them. This happens in a lot of ways to a lot of people trying to do a lot of great things that they never will because they're there. Now, here's what I've learned from my own life and from watching thousands, I don't know, of people try to do hard things. You cannot avoid the valley of despair in anything that is worth doing. You cannot avoid it. It's not optional. Why? Because it's structural. If you're trying to build something that doesn't exist yet, if you're trying to become someone you're not yet, if you're trying to develop a capacity you don't currently have, you will enter that valley. And the question is not, well, what will I, will I have to face it in the thing I want to do? Is he really talking to me? I think I can get out of it. No, you will. And the question is, how will you face it when you get there? That's the question. The valley of despair, as I said, this is where the work happens. It's where the character is formed. It's where the commitment is made. It's where you figure things out. It's where the fantasy version of uninformed optimism collides with the reality of what you're really trying to do. And if you press and press and press, you start the incline and something new emerges. The personal fitness thing is just so easy to use. But hey, Paul did it a lot. Paul talked about shadow boxing and running the race and all kinds of things. People like his work. I'm going to go with that. When I made a decision as a fat 40-year-old that said, I don't want to be like this. I want to live a long time. I shouldn't say that word. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. As an overweight person, I had struggled with weight from my 20s to my 40s. I made it to my early 40s. I made a decision. I said, I'm overweight. I don't want to be like that. Please forgive me for anyone that I offended with that word. That was inappropriate. That's what I was telling myself, and it was some kind of weird, punishment language I was using for myself. But I hated that. I hated it. 5 o'clock a.m. alarms. I would just say, I can just skip this. No one will know. And that was not the devil talking. That was me trying to protect myself from discomfort. And in the learning, you learn something crucial. What you can do in the valley is not avoid it. You can't skip it. You just learn how to move through it more quickly. That you can do. And first, how do you do that? First thing you do is you expect it. You know it's coming. If you have a serious thing that you want to do, you know it's coming. You expect it. When you know it's there, it's part of the process, it's not evidence of failure, then it loses half of its power at least. Surprise makes the despair feel even heavier. Anticipation allows you to be ready for it. Second, when you're in it, you need to name it. You need to recognize it, and when those thoughts come and say, maybe I'm not built for this, you say, this is the valley. This is the valley. This is not like the verdict of me and who I'm becoming. This is the valley. I'm in the valley. I'm in the valley. And language saying it restores in some weird psychological way the agency to say, I knew this was coming. I'm here. I'm ready for it. And third, you stop asking questions about, will this work? Can I do this? Am I the kind of person who succeeds at hard things? Did I really hear? Those are the valley questions that are intended to send you back up looking for more uninformed optimism. Start asking, what's the next right action? What's the next thing? One thing I can do. You don't have to solve the whole problem. You don't get to the end. You don't do that. You just have to take the next step. Carl Jung, the amazing, the renowned psychiatrist, he once advised a patient who had been through personal crisis after crisis. He was despairing his existence in the world. Carl Jung's counsel was, quietly do the next and most necessary thing. Not the big thing, not the whole thing, the next thing. That's how you move. And fourth, this is kind of important. If you're down there and you can't get out and you want to just quit, then you reach out to someone. The valley wants you to be down there alone so that the voice can talk to you and tell you all these things. Text somebody, call somebody, say, hey, I'm struggling. People don't like accountability, but that's pretty good. Now, moving through our chart, it's pretty obvious from here what happens. Because once you descend, the ascend becomes beautiful. And this informed optimism, you made it there. You earned this. You've been through this battle. And informed optimism is when you stop asking yourself, can I do this? And instead, how am I going to do this? What is the next and most necessary step? I'll take that. Then I'll take another one. Then I'll take another one. And you're climbing so you can feel the view's getting better. The valley's back there. The view's getting better. You're climbing. You're not naive. You're grounded. And then, of course, we arrive. Do we ever really arrive at the best version of ourselves? No, we don't. But success and fulfillment, the change, you did it, man. You did it. You integrated something new and beautiful into your life. You did this thing, and there it is. This is the place where commitment becomes identity. But this is the thing. There is no such thing as a bridge across that valley. Everyone wants the bridge. Take me from my excitement to success, baby. No. It doesn't work. And you know why? Because at each of those points here, informed pessimism, valley of despair, informed optimism, you know what you're doing there? You're building pillars. You're building pillars. You're building the foundation of what one day will be a bridge. But do you know what that bridge is used for? That bridge is for you to walk back from the successful version of you to someone else who is over at the naive, uninformed optimism stage and say, let me tell you something. You can do it, but there's no bridge pass. This is only for me. You got to go down here, and I'll meet you on the other side. And you twinkle toe across your success bridge, and you wait for them. And you be one of those voices that they call when they're struggling in the valley of despair. That's what you're building. Do you understand? You feel like you're at a Tony Robbins seminar? I hope so. Once you've made the journey, they will walk the curve, but you can help them. Now, seriously though, why are we talking about this? New Year's, whatever, okay. This is a disciple's journey in so many ways as well. My job, and I came to this very clearly as I was planning 26, my job is to be the best version of myself so that I can help as many other people become the same. That's my job. That covers a lot of territory. That's your behavior, your biblical interpretation, repairing the world as souls on a mission, your soul journey, your physical health, your ascension through the levels in your time on this planet, all of that. But that curve, so many people, and you may know them, you may have been one, who were told, say the prayer. Jesus can save you from burning in hell forever. Say the prayer. It's done. It's over. It's a wonderful party from this point forward. Your life will be majestic. And you say the prayer. What do you have? I don't want to say uninformed optimism because there's a reason for optimism. But in life, what do you have? You have an unrealistic picture of what's ahead. Why? How do I know that? Because Yeshua said it. I didn't make it up. Yeshua said it. In this life, you will enter the valley of despair. He didn't actually say that. He said you will have trouble. Life, struggle, disappointment, the valley. Wait, I thought being a believer, I thought that meant everything goes right. Well, it does. If you believe that God is working you to become the best version of yourself, this is part of the process. That is what I call going right, but it's hard. Now, we bring in a lot of other difficulties into that we're not talking about here with abuse and disease and different things, but even You think about Joseph, you look at his life. Joseph's life was a sine wave, wasn't it? It really was. Up, down, up, down. He spent time down there. He spent a lot of time down there in the valley of despair. And this is how we move through the valley as disciples. You keep showing up. You keep showing up. You pray, you serve, you maintain your character when no one's watching. You do acts of loving kindness even when you don't feel like it. Every descent is for the sake of a future ascent, right? You know that? That's the Hasidic axiom that I've quoted 500 times in my career. But guess what? I finally found the visual representation of it. This is it. Every descent is for the sake of a future ascent. That's it. When worlds collide. David knew the valley, right? Very, 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 very famous psalm. When in this world you will have trouble, Yeshua said, but David said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Okay. Did you catch it? Though, not around, not over. When I build a bridge over the valley of the shadow of the valley, whatever. No, when I walk through it. Yeshua also said, take heart, I have overcome the world. The valley is real. The valley is not the end, and you're not alone in it. So, what makes your valley different? Well, a lot of things. But you have resources in the valley as a disciple that other people don't have. I told you about practical things, but you have prayer, you have community, you have scripture as an inspiration. Every year, including this year, when I read through the Torah, I continue to find new ways that God is communicating to us about people and who we are. The Torah never stops teaching, and you have access to that. You, as a Messianic disciple, have access to that in ways that so many people do not, because the Torah is relegated to some Sunday school stories. For you, it's real. It's practical. We learn from Joseph. We learn from Isaac, from Jacob, from Moses. We learn. And you have that. And that's a beautiful difference. So here's the bring home. Here's understanding what this curve will give you. This curve helps you get in touch with an emotional state of being that can carry you through anything. And that state, which I shared with the young people at Saudi Advance last week, is happiness. We just want to be happy. It's not happiness. Happiness is fleeting. Happiness comes and goes. It really does. You have massive ups. You have major downs. Contentment. Contentment. This is what the valley can bring us. The settled ability to live at peace with what is, without surrendering the responsibility to keep growing into what can be. This is contentment. It's not settling. It's not giving up. It's an inner steadiness that is not dependent on circumstances or people or anything like that. Gratitude, you can look at your life with the difficulties and all its beauty and say, I'm at peace with the process. I'm content. I'm part of it. I understand. I recognize it. For many of us, that image represents many times in our lives, and there are more of these because your life too will look like a sine wave. Is this geometry or trigonometry? I can't remember. I flunked them both. I didn't, Mom. I didn't. It's a sine wave, and that's what our lives look like, and that's a little section that I hope will stay forever in your mind when we face, because we know, oh, rats. We know that the valley is a place where God can form us. We know this. And I want to be formed. Do you? We're formed in God's image, but that doesn't mean that He's done with us. So, you can't avoid it in anything useful or worth doing. You recognize it, you learn to move through it quickly, name it, reduce the questions, reach out. These are disciplines of discipleship, and on the other side is not just success, it's fulfillment, it's integration, it's contentment. Contentment. A version of yourself that you couldn't even have imagined from actually, you will be so much better than what you thought you would be from the uninformed optimism place. You will. So I want you to do this. I want you to identify where you are on the curve with the one thing that matters most to you right now that is hard. One thing. Are you in uninformed optimism? Are you in informed pessimism? Maybe you're in the valley of despair. Maybe you're trying to figure that out. But this now, today, with this, it can stop becoming a crisis. And you can just quietly do the next and most necessary thing. And when you're in that valley, what I want you to recognize is that, thank God, you've moved through the fantasy. You moved into the place where real stuff happens. Every descent is for the sake of a future ascent. May we have courage to descend so that we might truly ascend. Wisdom to see the process for what God is doing to us so that he can move through us. To us is that's a whole nother message, but may we discover in the hardest moments of the journey contentment that will take us through to the ultimate success in the world to come. Shabbat Shalom. Let's stand together. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשינו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחתינו. ונאמר, וחיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. On that day, the Lord will be one, and his name will be one. Now may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you his peace. B'Shem Yeshua. Yivarechech Adonai v'yishmerecha. Yo'er Adonai ponav elecha v'yihuneka. Yisa Adonai ponav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hang on 1 second. Let me say these blessings. But you know what? I forgot to say real quick that We just started the book of Exodus, right? It's this week's Torah portion. We just started it. We're getting into it. You remember that curve that I just spent 35 minutes talking about? What do you think that they were feeling when they stepped out of Egypt? And that curve follows the journey of the children of Israel into success and fulfillment. And then they had and continue to have. And this is our story. There's a little bit of crusty 2-week-old wine in the bottom of this, so that's going to extra flavoring. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei puri hagafen. Listen, you put Manischewitz on anything, it's going to be good. Not. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'shem Yeshua meshechenu halechem hachayim. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine, brings forth bread from the earth, and has given us Yeshua the Messiah, the bread of life. Shabbat Shalom, my friends.